Hey y'all, welcome to SoulsReaperHealing. This reading is for fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is for current energy, the energy that you're in right now, energy of what you're working on or aware of, and maybe some things that you're not really aware of. For some reason, when I was shuffling, and I was Aries, Leo, Sag, fire signs, I kept wanting to say Gemini, so some of you may either be thinking about, working with, or possibly going to be something about a Gemini. I just kept getting that every time I was shuffling and focusing on fire. I kept hearing Gemini. There's lots of fours in this reading. There's also two cards in this reading that came out in the air sign reading, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Six of Wands came out in their reading. No, this came out in the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius reading. The Six of Wands, which is victory, an accomplishment, being recognized. The Ten of Cups, however, came out in the Earth sign reading. It's on the bottom of the deck. Subconscious, underline. I'm going to go ahead and show you the cards that came out. First card out was Empowerment, 26, which equals an 8. The frequency of empowerment supports our ability to show up fully and completely, uniting us with others in the deep trust that we are all connected through the same source. And what I kept feeling when I was shuffling, and then when I was I always let a card come out. I don't usually pull them. I just shuffle until the card comes out. But what I kept feeling was how this is connected to the two other signs. And a lot of us on this journey already understand that we have all aspects in our chart. We have earth, air, fire, and water. All signs in your chart somewhere. And like I said, this card came out in the air sign reading. This card showed up on the bottom of the deck in the earth sign reading. So I was feeling that connectedness, energy, being connected. Maybe we're balancing that, having a better understanding that we are more connected than we previously understood. This can also be subconscious, so maybe something you're not aware of, that you are balancing that out right now and you're just not in a state of awareness about it. The next card out was Jupiter Return Benefits, a 49, which is a 13, which when you break down equals a 4, another 4. Fours are about, the home, stability, foundation. Resting before taking action. What is that? It's a statue in that picture. I was trying to look at that a little bit closer. There's two figures in that picture, two statues. Looks like a feminine and a masculine, female, male. That's what it looks like. I shouldn't have said feminine and masculine because we all have masculine and feminine within us. So maybe it's the balancing of the masculine and feminine energy, or maybe coming back to union within yourself the masculine and the feminine. You're balancing those energies out instead of being all in your masculine. You don't have to be a male to be masculine energy. You can be in masculine energy as a female, trust me. I've been in masculine energy for quite some time. Still, I was learning how to balance those energies, and now with fire signs, you guys are coming back into union, balancing the masculine and feminine within yourself. In this read, I incorporated the Island Time Wellness cards for a little extra clarification. That's the back of the deck. The card that came out to clarify, this side, which this is all representation of fire signs, and this is about you, within you is what my readings are about. Sometimes it will pop up, but the majority of the time it is, my intention is that this is for you so that you can understand things about yourself that you need to work on or that you are working on. Maybe there's some things that I point out in the reading that might cause you to have a realization or a different perspective on something you're working on. Six of Wands was the next one out. I'm going to show you this one before I show you the two accompanied. Trust, Six of Wands, like I said. Victory, being recognized. Passion. Passionate about something that you're moving towards. Trusting that it's going to be prosperous. But the Island Time Wellness card that came out was the Phoenix, which this one came out, I believe it was air. Yeah, air sign. New phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. So, stepping into a new phase. Air signs, like I said, had that one too. The next one, love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. So, this is either representative of allowing love within yourself, or actually, receiving a message, a call, a text, something. The three cards out for what you're working on that you're aware of, or what you're currently working on and may not be aware of at this time. The first card out was success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. That is the ultimate experience. What we're working towards in this life is to be at a place within ourselves to where we have that love and appreciation for ourselves and for everything that's happened on this journey, because we know that it has led us to a better version of ourselves, which means ultimately being in unison, in balance, with your higher self. Healing that inner child, having that balance of wisdom but childlike energy, the balance of the two. Probably why that came to mind, because I'm holding the balance card. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. And then the last card out was loneliness. Actually, these two came out together. They popped out together. This one was sticking, and the balance card was stuck to it. And I know that I am never alone. And this card always reminds me of the wheel. So old cycles ending, new cycles beginning. On the bottom of the deck over here, you've got a master number 33, frequency of miracle. It's the miracle card. Supports our belief in ourselves as part of source, and therefore our belief that anything is possible. Now, you kind of have a contradicting card below. This one says that your belief that anything is possible, believing in miracles. Below it is the fear card. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. So releasing fear. I mean, I don't know if you can see the colors on these cards are very similar in hue. The purples and the reds. Purple is crown chakra. Red is solar plexus, I believe, because we had that one in another, I think it was air sign. So believing in miracles and releasing that fear. For whatever, because I mean, you have the Ten of Cups here. Number 4 here for Jupiter return, which is Jupiter is expansion. Jupiter expands whatever it comes into contact with. So expansion of, and see here you've got the water element, which is right below this card. Water is it represents our emotions. So fire signs, you may be in a space right now with the Ten of Cups here as well. That's a lot of emotion. Fire signs, you may be stepping into more, you know, balancing out your emotional side. Instead of being so much in masculine, like I was saying earlier, instead of being so much in masculine energy, you're balancing your masculine and feminine. So that way you have the spirit of the masculine, you know, the drive and the tenacity and, you know, the go get what you want attitude from the masculine side, and then the nurturing side of the feminine with the emotional side, you know, with the emotions and the nurturing side, balancing the two of those together. Because you are, like I said here with this, you know, reminding me of the wheel and this Phoenix card, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. Maybe you're changing your mind about something. Changing the way you look at something. Because you are, all of us are entering a new phase right now. You know, the beginning of new things. One sec. Beginning of a new chapter. Oh, excuse me. I haven't yawned in any video, guys, so some of you may be a little tired. Starting a new chapter. Coming out of the transformation state, the death and rebirth. That's the Phoenix. Something is changing now. I mean, and all signs are getting this. There's some things that we're all being asked to release and to let go of because we're being pushed to step into this new area. A lot of us have this fear. You know, this has come out in every reading so far. One of the cards referenced fear in one way, shape, or form. And it's because we're stepping into a new phase of our life that we have never experienced before. The way we look at things, new emotions, new passions, some of you, new places, anything. I mean, honestly, guys, I feel like it's like stepping into a whole new world. And with this card here, this miracle card, where it says our belief that anything is possible. I feel like this is what fire signs are stepping into right now. Believing in miracles, being empowered. Knowing that you, like the success card says, I know that there is no greater goal than to love. And, you know, the goal is, are you loving yourself? First and foremost, because before any other person in this world can show you love, you have to be able to show that love to yourself. You have to love yourself the way you want to be loved. We are a mirror, so whatever we are within, we will mirror outward. Balancing. You're balancing that yin and yang. The light and the dark. And you're accepting those things. You know you can be successful. And you're all of the things that you've gone through to this point, that you put yourself through, that you've, all these understandings and realizations that a lot of us are having right now, is putting us into a state of balance and stopping that pattern of judging ourselves harshly. Knowing that we can be victorious. Letting go of old beliefs that told you that you couldn't be. Old patterns. Are some of you having a fear of being alone? You know, I know there's a lot of us here, myself included. I have a lot of fire in my chart, and like I said, we will, if you resonate with my channel, it's because we are on the same part of the journey right now. I resonate with every reading that I've done thus far, because I have every sign in my chart just as you do, but I am part of the collective that I read for. So we're stepping into this belief, new beliefs, creating new beliefs, having faith in miracles, understanding that miracles are possible. Walking by faith. But there is some sort of fear here about being alone. Deep down, you know you're not alone, ever. Never alone. You're always being guided and protected. I feel like fire signs are stepping more into their balancing, like I said, their feminine and their masculine, instead of being so much in the masculine energy. Or it can be the very opposite, to where fire signs so much in the feminine energy are now balancing out their masculine and the feminine. So that way the two go together. A lot of us was in the masculine energy to protect our, to protect our hearts while we were healing. We had to kind of detach from that emotional side a little bit in order to do the healing that we needed to do. But now we're coming back into union with ourselves, balancing out the masculine and feminine. And a lot of you guys are probably going to be feeling a lot of emotion. And this love call, someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. This can be physical, within 3D realm, Earth, someone actually physically calling you or sending you a message letting you know that they love you. Or this can also be ancestors, spirit guides. It can be ancestors. I don't know why I'm getting ancestor after that. Someone that's passed on is letting you know that they love you and that you're never alone. A lot of emotion going on with fire signs. But what they're showing you, and you already know this because this card usually represents the subconscious, what's in your subconscious, is if you balance your energies, you will have victory. And you're trusting in that right now. And if this isn't representing someone calling you or an ancestor, it also can represent that you are feeling pushed to call someone and let them know that you love them. Believing in miracles, releasing the fear, knowing that you don't have to be alone on this journey. In order for it to work. You don't have to be alone on this journey to heal. I mean, honestly, it helped me a lot. Everybody heals differently. It helped me a lot to be more to myself, to heal a lot of things. But then we get to a space to where it would be kind of nice, It would be pleasant to have someone on this journey to share with, to share your thoughts and feelings with, to talk about, things that you love and have that reciprocity with another person. Like I said, guys, I really feel like we're all stepping into this energy to where it's like a new world. We're a little fearful because we don't know how to, we don't know how it's going to feel. We don't know what's down the path. We don't know. I mean, we just don't. And that makes us a little scared. And that's natural, guys. But we're pushing through it. Don't let it overwhelm you. Change can be uncomfortable. But we already know this. We already know. The bottoms of the Island Wellness deck, for the Phoenix card, the bottom of there was one date. Give it at least one date. It takes time to know someone. Take a chance. Switch up your type. So some of you may be getting a phone call to go on a date or something. Or You know, that is the growth and the transformation in the new phase, is that you're going to go, you know, start dating, or you're going on a date, or maybe got invited to go on a date. And then the bottom of this for love call, grass is greener, passing up options, too quick to decide, take time to know them, gratuity changes circumstance. So it's asking you, whenever you get this call or make this, you know, to not automatically pass up. You know, don't make a quick decision. We've already learned this, guys. We've already learned this. And I know as fire signs, I know as myself, I'm not a fire sun sign or rising or anything like that, but I have it in 5 planets, so I have a lot of fire. And this was one of my patterns, was to quickly make a decision, either out of fear or out of an old pattern or an old belief. But it's saying you take time to get to know them. Gratuity changes circumstances. So it's asking us to be balanced, release this fear, believe, you know, within your heart, you know, you believe in miracles. You believe in transformation. You know things that they're changing. And you're embracing the emotions, you know, instead of being so much in masculine energy and not fully, you know, keeping that heart chakra blocked off. You're stepping into that, in the empowerment. You know, that's why I was looking at this card, empowerment. So I'm going to go ahead and read this 26 empowerment card, which equals an 8. I'll probably hold it up while I read it for you guys. 26. Okay. Empowerment refers to the process of enabling or giving power to, and we typically associate power with strength. In the new energy, however, strength not only refers to the totality of everything that makes us strong on the outside, like our physical form and shape, but includes the inner qualities of wisdom, balance, flexibility, adaptability, and courage. Our true power, sorry, I'm holding that crooked, guys. Our true power is deeply rooted in our knowing of who we are, our connection to Source and Self. When we are clear about who we are, we can be clear about what we are here to do. This clarity is empowering. In the empowerment image, we see human shapes with the arms over their heads, referring to the state of completeness that every human can reach on their own. They also show us the power of our connection, because we are all connected to the same source. We can overcome any perceived differences and combine our power toward a more conscious reality. All the shades and gradients of blue refer to our ability to express ourselves in the world. Blue is also considered to be the color of truth. The red in the center refers to our ability to ground and identify ourselves in the physical world. Red stimulates courage, strength, power, and determination, and the yellow balls emerging from the middle refer to the inner power that flows from our center onto the grid of the flower of life, the basis of our form-based reality. Alright, I'm going to read the Jupiter return, 49. Wow, those were all close together. Air signs had 47. Grand Cross Provoker. That was an underneath card. Earth signs had Saturn Return Age, which is a 50, a 5. And then you guys fire signs, you got the Jupiter return benefits, which is a 49, which is a 13, which equals a 4. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. A Jupiter return occurs every 12 years. This marks the time the largest and most expansive of planets returns to the original place of when you were born. Let me see which one's... the corresponding tarot card is the Chariot card. So this is movement. Turning up the Jupiter card indicates a period when doors are open to you and obstacles are lifted. You are given the freedom to advance your goals with absolute abandon. It suggests you will soon be entering a time where you encounter less resistance and life should flow much easier. The Jupiter return card is the green light that gives the go-ahead. All paths are now clearing. Should be holding that up there. Sorry guys, I'm not used to holding them up there, but I'm trying something new here. I'm trying to see if you can see the two statues. Goals or plans you started more than a decade ago will begin to bear fruit, either right now or at least very soon. Something very good is about to emerge from the debris of the past. Could be a thing you felt you lost or something that did not work out exactly as you hoped for. Into your life to make some remarkable changes and advances. In short, the Jupiter return card implies good fortune and prosperity in many areas, not just financial or material. Dreams manifest into reality at this time. Gifts flow in easily. It is also a time to be aware of how you approach matters of your own spirituality, faith, and destiny. There is a rapidness to Jupiter, so it's important to grab a hold of anything that surfaces. So don't let go. Investigate the possibilities this might bring. It is not a good time to get carried away, though. It is always important with Jupiter to keep a clear head. Jupiter, named for the Roman god, or Jove, as he is also named, is a jovial planet, open-hearted, optimistic, and flirtatious. The god Jove brings a multitude of blessings, while the planet Jupiter is the Santa Claus of the planets. The Jupiter return is like Christmas Eve. This card marks a stage when you are to receive opportunities and then rewards. This is the time many areas of your life begin to bear fruit. The only negative to this card is that it is not a good time to indulge or become reckless with anything. It can indicate too much of a good thing or of being overly confident things will work out on their own. But like the Saturn return, only hard work with perseverance will bring the payoffs. It is time to take a broader reach and to show gratitude. See the possibilities. Trust in your fortune and give thanks to the gods. Making light of a situation and realizing it's not as bad as it seems is the best approach. In fact, something will be rescued from the darkness. New experiences trigger a desire for travel and inner development. Communication with angels and higher spirits are more possible now. Higher education calls to you. Publishing your ideas or bringing them before the public are a probability. Relax, let go of control, and allow things to unfold. Be wise and pay attention. Don't take your eyes off the prize. You are in a kingly or queenly place right now. Bigger goals and plans now rule your life. It is time to put laziness aside and buckle down for some dramatic changes. Most positive. Great fortune is ahead of you, so don't back away from it and proceed from the dream in an outward way. Love and romance takes on a sweetness, a sense of freedom where you can be who you are with the addition of acceptance and generosity. You may attract many potential lovers at this time, so choose wisely, or the relationship could be very short-lived. And also be careful of indulging in too much to eat or drink. So in short, love others with grace and patience. Know that generosity is its own reward. Keep the expansive energy of Jupiter flowing, but with discernment. And in answer to your question, yes, but only if you are wise in your choices. I really like that. So I'm going to end it with that one, guys. We're all stepping into a very empowering state energetically. So now we're just We're being asked to have faith, to trust, you know, to believe in the miracles. And being balanced. Stay balanced. We're stepping into victory. Receiving, you know. It's just very important to be grateful. Just show gratitude to yourself. And then that will be expressed outwards if you're being grateful for all the things that you've done and all the things that you've worked through, the lessons you've learned. Those were all for you, for your highest good. So that's what I have for you guys today. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you soon.